Welcome to the Big Blue Offensive Podcast with Mike Trainer, Jay Jules, and John Depot. Hey, what's up, Giants fan? Welcome to the BBO NYG Podcast. I'm Mike. That's Jules. That's John. John's back in the building.
That's right.
Vinny, of course. Vinny's the regular now, man. All of a sudden, Vinny just snuck right into the BBO NYG Podcast, and now he's staying. We can't get rid of him. He's got a new camera, follows him all around the house.
AI, bro.
He upgraded. He upgraded just for this podcast. Amazing. We got a lot to talk about, guys. The second preseason game. Another ex-Giant. Johnny's going to go to another team. He's going to break some records, like you just said, like Barkley did last year, but we'll get there. Man, the first preseason, guys. Second game of the preseason, guys. Another terrific performance by Jackson Dart. Right out the box. I mean, I'm sure we'll get to Russell Wilson in a minute because he started off the game, but let's just go with Jackson Dart right away. 14 of 16. Solid game. Running the ball, not just passing the ball. Got really great control of the offense. And, dude, he's legit. And I'm telling you, maybe by week 8, I think he'll be the starter. I'm giving him 2 months, if not sooner. What do you guys think?
I think Russ even looked good, man. I don't even know. I want to see Jackson Dart. I want to see him play. I like that. I like that Daniel Jones had the Eli aw shucks type of vibe because I thought that was like, history repeating itself. Unfortunately, that didn't work out that way. But I do like that he's got a little bit of
flair.
It's like kind of
moxie.
Moxie is a good word.
Moxie,
a little bit of like kind of swagger to him.
The kids call it swag
like
now.
Too much. He's not like a
That's
Shador.
what the cool kids say.
Yeah, they call this shit swag. You got swag.
That's
he's got like swagger. He's just got like a nice swagger to him.
I didn't know what that word meant.
Confidence and stuff, which it's refreshing to see. He's not like most New York athletes.
He looks like one of the Jersey Shore characters, John. Are you familiar with the Jersey Shore character? You lived down there.
Yeah, I went to high school with one of their sisters.
Did you bang her? Oh, wait, we'll get there. We'll get there. No comment, John. No comment.
Yeah. No, but he looks good, man. It's fun to get excited about a quarterback and like not have the
really is
the dark cloud over him that half the fans are rooting against him. Seems like everybody's pretty much unified that we want this kid to be successful.
I would hope so.
Yeah. Well,
and you know what? One thing that
we haven't gotten around the table yet.
We're gonna get there.
One thing that I think that's getting overlooked is that bringing in both Winston and Russell is really going to help him form the type of guy he's going to be on and off the field, right? Because he comes in and Winston is this funny dude that knows how to get the team laughing and camaraderie. And he brings that kind of like, yeah, we got fun.
He's a good leader.
And shows leadership in that form. And then you got Russ, Super Bowl champ, fucking just all business, professional. Dude's a straight professional quarterback. And he brings that professionalism to the table.
Hot wife.
As you mentioned before, John, you got Dart with that swag. Now, if he can combine all three, at least the off-field and like getting in the huddle and getting that team behind him, he's going to have it, dude. This is something I was mentioning this last week. We're starting to see something with a quarterback that we have not seen. Like, I can't even mention a quarterback that had this kind of demeanor and this kind of presence on and off the field. Like this kid looks like he may have. Right. And now if his game can back it up, holy shit, we're in for a treat. And again, I'm getting way ahead. It's preseason. Look, he
keep the hype train, Jules. Keep it up.
He didn't take many snaps from center in college, so that was part of a knock there. And it looks like he's getting way better. I mean, that play fake, the play action touchdown pass, dude, he looked like a fucking veteran on that play.
Looked fine to me.
That was fucking awesome. Yep. And then another thing too is, guys, John, you mentioned you like the way Russ has been playing. We like the way Dart's been playing. Winston's been coming and doing his thing. Dude, the offensive fucking line, Vinny, continues to look pretty fucking good. All right? Like, each week it's getting out there. And listen, we don't need
I don't know why you call me out.
Because you don't want to always complain about the O-line, but like,
why don't he talk about Jackson Dart? He's going to hate on him. It's coming.
Just wait.
I'm just saying, but look, we don't need to be a top 10 offensive line. If we could just move from the bottom 10 into the middle of the pack, That is fucking a huge improvement from last
Low,
year.
low standards there, Jules. Low standards.
Ben, what's your take on Jackson
All
Dart?
right.
Hey, bring back the haters club, Jules, right, John?
Every test, every
Hey.
test that this kid has been given thus far, he's passed. But let's develop him. The Giants, to their own admission, have screwed up Daniel Jones, and I think Daniel Jones just didn't have the talent, but he's still a starting quarterback in this league, 7 years in. I just think Giant fans need to pump the brakes. Trainer, pump the brakes. We are the dumbest fan base because why can't you just redshirt this kid? Leave him be. I don't want him around. We're paying Russell Wilson, a professional quarterback who gives us the best chance to win, $21 million this year. Jameis Winston is the number 2. He's another guy that's got a live arm. You know what I mean? I think they need to stop giving DeVito reps. As much as I love DeVito, stop giving him reps because they should go to Dart. And, I will be in the building probably on Thursday. And I'm hoping that I see a lot of Dart. You know what I mean? I did like what Dable did, where he brought Dart in for one quick play. He threw a quick broken screen to Theo Johnson, the Theo Johnson sighting, another Penn State guy. Shout out to Jules. But you know what I mean? And Dart said after the game, like, Dable turned to him and was like, "You're going in for this play." Dart wasn't even ready for it. So I kind of like he's throwing these things at Dart, and Dart's rising to the occasion. I like what I see,
there you go.
But I'm not going to get all crazy and be like, bench Russ, throw Dart in there. No, I don't want to see Dart. The only way I want to see Dart is after the bye and the season is mathematically done. I am not into development right now. I'm into let's go try to win. I think our roster is better. Now,
welcome to the real world, Ben.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
He's number 2.
If they didn't come out with that, that better's still up.
There are trade.
I'm waiting for my
pizza.
rumors.
And then I will say about the offensive line.
Yeah.
Jules likes to take a shot at me with the offensive line.
Yeah.
Who hasn't complained about this offensive line? Who hasn't?
Yeah. But you brought that up last week too, though. That's the whole point.
Yo,
you
because
were still a little suspect with the offensive line.
How are you
good again?
How are you guys all in on the offensive line? Like, okay, they've shown we've gone against some vanilla defenses. Don't buy. I like what I see. I like the 5th round pick. The kid, he's another one who keeps passing tests. Would I make him a starter? Would I make him the swing tackle immediately? Absolutely not.
We don't need it.
Like Dart, develop this kid. He is going to be a nice depth piece, and then maybe by the first month. And it'll work itself out because there's going to be injuries on that line. And then you'll get that kid in there. You know what I mean? Like, it'll work itself out. I think you guys just need to pump the brakes on these kids. They're kids. Let them kind of see what the vets are giving them. And
I get it, Vin, but it's not happening. Number 25 overall pick. He's going to be the backup. There's no doubt about it. Jules, you said there was some thing about a trade bait. Maybe
no. Teams have been reaching out to the Giants about Winston. Because
I
think that's part of the reason why DeVito's still getting the kind of reps he's getting. Because if we do end up getting an offer that we can't pass on for Winston, then DeVito has to come in and be the 3rd there.
Honestly, though, if a trade presents itself and you could get something for Winston, by all means, make the deal. And you already have your backup. But that wasn't the original plan.
No, of course not. But look,
the kid has made some nice progress.
I mean, imagine a team offers us a 4th round pick for him. Would you do it?
But I don't want him as the starter. I don't want it. No, not the first month. No, I don't want to.
You got to make.
You said no, absolutely not.
You got to make that trade if we're going to get offered like a 4th round pick for him. You got. I know that's not. I know. Listen, I know that's not part of the plan. That part of the plan was to have Winston be the backup next year as well. Russell was going to be gone after this year. Dart was going to be the starter, and Winston was supposed to be the backup. The Giants don't want to trade Winston unless they get blown away for a Winston offer. Then they'll trade him and move on. But I don't think that's happening.
Winston's a 6th rounder, if that.
I kind of agree. Unless the quarterback team gets desperate.
Yeah. Winston.
You need also, 2 big injuries on one team. Too.
Yeah, and Winston's also like remember he waited. He begged on national television for the Giants to sign him. Like he waited in the offseason deep till he finally got signed.
Right, he signed before Russ did. He was the first quarterback in camp. Well, on the roster rather.
Ain't it funny like how teams are calling us for a quarterback? This is unheard of. Like, what are we living in bizarro world? What happened? I mean, speaking of the quarterbacks, we might just go right into it. Daniel Jones got the starting job. Unbelievable. John, you said it before the podcast that, all of a sudden, if he goes out and starts breaking and shattering records, can you imagine what Giant social media would be like if, say, he just not, I can't, I know he's not going to just tear it up and be a Peyton Manning. But
Let's say he throws
say if he gets
32 touchdowns, 12 interceptions.
That's
end of the
right.
season.
It would just be like, holy shit, what did we pass up on?
You guys have been watching
People
some
lose
cold
their
football,
minds.
right?
I have watched it, Jules.
But
It would be, listen, I don't expect it to happen, but it would just be funny, and it would be the Giants' way because you see what happened last year, giving up Barkley, and look what happened.
I'll put a scenario out there.
Level.
Yep. I'll put a scenario out there that makes a little bit more sense. Maybe could he win the fucking opening game and like have a decent game and maybe take the Colts? It's against the Bengals too, so like. Does he out fucking? He's not going to outgun Burrow, but like, they don't. Their defense looks like shit. Like you know what? Tyler Warren, that kid's going to be a beast, bro. Like
that's what I want to advance.
I'm going to be plugging in a lot of fantasy players in this.
I'm making notes, Jules. I'm making notes. I put a check mark next to it.
I like Tyler Warren a lot. I would have no issues making him my tight end one. As far as fantasy is concerned, I think that kid's special. He was really good at Penn State. And not to keep shouting out my Penn State guys, but it was another one, right? I was shocked that Loveland got picked over him. But he's got a target. He's still got Michael Pittman there. Jonathan Taylor's healthy. They have a decent O-line. The O-line took a little bit of a hit. It's not as strong as it was in the past couple of seasons.
Right.
But then they got this kid Downs that they're hyping up to maybe take the next step up. So, I mean, he's got some weapons. We're going to see what he does. Like I said, if he could come out and hang with Cincinnati week one, it'll be funny. I mean, I saw a stupid tweet go out fucking earlier today, and it was just like, oh, Tyler Warren, that's it, can't draft him now. And I'm like, are you fucking serious? I was like, bro, I would have been more concerned if Anthony Richardson was my fucking quarterback for fucking fantasy.
Oh, of course.
That guy, he set the NFL record for worst accuracy ever by a starting quarterback.
And Jones loves tight ends. He all he does is throw to him.
Check down Jones.
I'm saying. I'm like, bro, you see Tyler having a Brock Bowers type season.
Tyler Warren's gonna have the most catches in the NFL like by a fucking record. Watch, he's gonna have 200 catches.
But one thing I did want to bring up about the offensive line, that's why I was alluding to it earlier, is that Evan Neal looked pretty fucking good at right guard, gentlemen.
He did.
And let's say we were talking about it. He's making the move. Look, he's got to get some of the protection down as far as like picking up blitzes. And also the run blocking might need a little bit more improvement. But, to figure that he's stepping into this role, didn't have a whole summer, doesn't have to be the starter. It's just really another nice fucking depth piece add to the fucking offensive line. And now that Andrew Thomas is back and he's in camp, out there in preseason, he's back. Dude, this offensive line might surprise a few people. That's all I'm saying. Again, because every time you hear about the Giants and you hear about the O-line, we're supposed to be like the bottom. We're lucky we don't finish in the bottom 5. And I don't see that this year. I see this fucking offensive line being better. Not great, but better. Like an average line type of thing.
What's our weakness?
Yeah, like seriously.
Center?
No, for real though. Like maybe center?
No, I don't think so. I don't think it's a
center
weakness.
Probably.
I think it's a league average player.
That's what I'm saying. I could see
really guards.
I can see us jumping to like the top 20. That's it. I'm not fucking going any higher than that. We have
one of the best left tackles in football. What are you guys talking about right now?
That's what I mean.
He hasn't finished the season.
That's the problem.
That's the problem, yeah.
That's the problem.
I don't want your negativity on this podcast right now.
You guys say negativity. I say realistic. That's what it's been doing.
It's wrong, bro. Wrong.
As far as the offensive line is with Evan Neal, I think his pass protection is still a lot to be desired. And again, he doesn't deserve to start at right guard.
He's not.
He deserves to be off the bench. Van Roten deserves to start. And,
I agree. He looked tired, right?
Yeah. And if Evan Neal could get that job from Van Roten, again, I think there's going to be some injuries to this line because it's a little old with Van Roten's 34, 35 years old.
35.
And I think John Michael Schmidt needs to make a jump. He is a problem. He's having pre-snap troubles. He's having post-snap troubles. He's getting pancaked by Abdul Carter. Like there's some issues there. I'm hoping he makes a jump. So I'm rooting for Evan Neal. But I said it on last week's podcast, and I said it last year's podcast. Evan Neal, if he becomes like an all-pro player, I think he transforms this entire offense. He's that important. You know what I mean? If he was the player that he was supposed to be when he came out of Alabama, he never was. So now he's on his last lick here by being a guard.
Yeah.
He's huge. He is immovable. Once he gets into his stance, you can't move that guy. So I love to see him as a run blocker. I wish he did this last year, but I think pass protection, he still sucks. He still sucks as a pass protector.
But Vin, like you said, there's not many guys doing like outside lateral moves on an interior lineman. So once you're on that interior side, because he's got such a big frame and he can hold his own, most of the time those guys either get bull rush or they try to swim over him, and he can defend that.
Yeah,
he's just got to get some more reps.
Yeah.
Like you could see,
he's got to get more reps.
He had some really good plays, and then he had some ones where he
And
was like off.
And something we didn't mention about Evan Neal is anytime the guy makes progress, he deals with a nagging injury, and it takes him weeks, and it stumps his progress. Like last year too, he was better last year, and then he got hurt. And it's like, yo, can this guy stop with the nagging injuries so he could just get some consistent reps? He never gets consistent reps, which is like another problem. So I'm hoping when Andrew Tom's coming back,
he doesn't have to be week one starter. And that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying the potential's there. He's looking good. He's taking the position on. He's fucking going at it. And if he can stay healthy, he's going to be helpful, because if one of these guys get hurt, or if we just need some rest, like rotating certain guys.
I also,
you know what I mean? And letting guys get some real rest and shit.
My last thing I want to say about the offensive line, I think there's something to be said about. I can't. It's impossible. There's something to be said about Carmen Vascilov. I think the guy is a heck of offensive line coach. Gee, go, come on.
There's an intruder in your room.
Yeah, I know. I'm surrounded. I think he's a heck of a coach. I think he's probably our best offensive line coach we've had in a really long time. And I think he's doing a great job. He brought in the guys over from Oakland, from the Raiders, and I think we got some continuity there. I think he might be the best assistant coach we have. And we should probably talk about Kafka too. I'd like to hear what you guys have to say about Kafka.
I like him being on the sideline for once and not like in a box somewhere in his house.
Me too. I like that too. I like it too.
They had him hiding away and like he was on lockdown. Like it was like COVID or something for him. Like, is he contagious? Like, why was he all the way like upstairs and like away from the team? Yo, get this guy down on the field among your people. Like you have to be in the game. Like get your head in the game. That's it. Finally, like they have him there, so hopefully he's making some kind of difference there.
Yeah, just be part of the team. I mean, he's got a better view up there, but still, I mean, it hasn't worked.
You have your coaches up in the box, and you have them.
A bit of actual real good news. Aaron Judge is back, and they just hit a Judge, Bellinger, and Stan hit 3 consecutive home runs. Well, back to back to back, and belly to belly to belly for you boys.
Yeah, hopefully the fucking bullpen can hold down a 7-run lead.
Well, slow down, Jules.
Maybe the Giants will have 3 straight wins this year.
And about Kafka, like, I mean, from what they were saying last week, it basically seems like he is going to be calling the majority of the plays. That's kind of the way they're leaning. So I don't know if it's that Dable is like, maybe you get a better feel, on the field. So they tried that in Buffalo. Then he was like, all right, go into like your own shit, go into your own fucking little boxed room. And that's what they were trying this past week. And then who knows, maybe they'll try something again on Thursday where, look, man, wherever you're comfortable, if that's where you're going to be able to call plays better, then fucking go. You know what I mean? If you need to be in the game and be on the sideline and see dudes running off and look dudes in the eyes and see how they look, then that's what you do, right? I mean, look, you look at like high school coaches and shit, they call plays all the fucking time from the sidelines. You know what I'm saying? Like, college, some of them mix that in as well. So, like, why not? You don't necessarily have to be calling plays from up top. Your guys are up there. You trust them. You know what they're looking for. They tell you what they see, and you call a fucking play.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's that simple. So I don't know. Maybe I like what I'm seeing with this team. I would love to really, really get excited and maybe get over the top and turn into a fucking homer. But I also realize that we have a fucking ridiculously tough schedule. So it's like, dude, like as much as I want to get hyped, I can't get too hyped. And that's why I'm pumping the brakes. But I do like and enjoy the direction that I see this fucking team going, at least this year.
Well, if our defense plays like they're capable of playing with that pass rush, that alone could keep us in a lot of games. I see the Giants being in a lot of close games this year. It could go, obviously one way or the other. but I don't see them being like that team like last year with all the injuries of the previous years, just getting blown out and almost like giving up. I don't see that with this team this year. Something
I
different
agree.
about it. And you
I
can
don't
see
think
it.
we give up.
You could see it in the preseason though. You could see it on the sidelines, the way they're responding. It reminds me of the first year of Dable being here, to be honest with you. Like that team was different. And then he just got really got crushed with a lot of injuries the second year, and then last year obviously was a disaster. So this is his turning point, man. If he wants to say the giant coach, like it's really now or never, man.
We've
Yeah,
had some
definitely.
vanilla players in this locker room for the past like several years where it's been a
Yeah,
very boring, defected team. Where now we got some guys in there. We got some dudes, where Scadaboo and Jackson Dart and these guys have some, like you guys said before, like moxie and swag to them. They got an edge to them, which I
yeah.
like. Abdul Carter, like he talks, he strikes fear in me, man. That guy. He's very serious and very like, he's got the hood on his head, that whole Darth Vader vibe thing. It works for me. I'm
that
like, this is dope,
It works.
that
And
remind
I'm like, with him and y'all, can we big up Brian Burns? Brian Burns plays every practice so hard. Like he's such a guy that you want to root for. What
I
makes me
do.
nervous about the defense is we got some holes. Cornerback two is a big hole, which Flott has been all right, but we'll see when it's a real offense and stuff like that. Because Flott's
He
probably
got a nice
winning that
deflection
job.
against Garrett Wilson this
He
past
did.
weekend.
He did. And then I think Justin Fields is horrific. And then I
I think he's
also
great. The Giants defense just made him look bad. I think he's Hall of Fame quarterback, Justin Fields.
He's a
You're
top
not
12
serious.
fantasy
He's
quarterback.
not serious, is he? You serious?
Nah, I'm not.
I don't know.
I'm,
And then
I'm
and then
crazy.
Top 12 fantasy
I'm not that
quarterback.
crazy.
and I also don't think I think our run defense, I need to see it. I
We're
really
waiting.
need to
We're
see
waiting
it.
on that.
Because we may not
Dexter.
use that wonderful package of having all those pass rushers out there if we can't stop the run. We need to be in a third and long situation. What I want to see out of this defense is when you're third and long with Joe Burrow against Joe Burrow or somebody like that, you cannot. We play Mahomes week 3. Don't give up. It's 3rd and 17. You go and you give up a first down. Don't do that, this defense. So I'm worried
Bro,
about
that would
that.
be
That
that was
DT.
bananas when they would
Yeah,
do that shit
all the
all the
time,
time.
all the time.
It
It's like
happened
if
all the time.
just get some sacks, get some turnovers, get an interception. When was the last time we saw this team pick the ball off? I like Paulson Adebo. I think it was our best signing. I think it was the best signing we made.
Been a
We
long
paid him.
time. Been a long time.
Lock him in at corner one. He runs with Neighbors the whole camp. He hangs with him. Neighbors just makes the catch. I hope Neighbors stays healthy. I think he could have. I think our offense will still be heavily Neighbors. I think Wandale had a big drop. I wish Wandale would have grabbed that ball. Slayton seems to be not getting the ball at all. But again, it's early, so it's hard to tell. I just
Hyatt.
don't want to. I don't want to rely. Hyatt, he made a catch. But I'm not a fan of his at all.
I got
I'm
I got
sorry.
I got one thing for you guys, and then after we'll talk about whatever and wrap it up, I guess a little bit. But running back situation for the Giants, like they got some guys, like Cam came back. Obviously, we got
Turbo.
Tyrone Tracy, and I love Turbo Miller. Where
He
does that
might make this team. He
where
might
do-
make it.
where does that leave Singletary?
No, we're paying him. He's definitely making the team.
He has
We're
to
paying
stay,
him.
right?
Yeah, he has to be on the team.
And plus, you know what? You still need that veteran running back presence. You can't have all young guys in the backfield. That
True.
can't be your only running back room because that spells disaster. So
Pass protection.
he brings that at the exactly. He brings that at least to the
He can
table.
catch the ball.
Right. He can catch the ball. He's a solid veteran. Yeah, these young guys might be out running him, running his spot and shit, but at the end of the day, he's still that veteran presence. Now, one of these other guys can make special teams. I think that's still a very open job at the very least, and you make the roster, and then anything.
Bo Collins, baby. Bo Collins.
That'd be
No, but
interesting.
you're right. The run defense is a concern still for me because you know what quarterback 2 can be disguised a little bit with other good safety play, good linebacker play, corner 1 play, good slot play, all that kind of shit. You can hide that. You can hide a little bit of a weakness in that secondary, especially with a good pass rush. But if you can't stop the fucking run, and it's literally 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4 on a consistent basis, it's going to be a lot tougher to get off the fucking field. You know what I mean? We need them to be in those 3rd and 6 and 3rd and longer plays a lot more often so that you could really see the fruit of this fucking defense. But, we'll see. I mean, again, you know what? How much was Dexter really playing? All that kind of shit. We get it. So Our
Who's
interior is
next,
not
though?
there 100%. So, it's just a matter of that first.
Is
you
it
know?
Nacho? Is Nacho going to start next to Dex?
I think it's still a position battle, but I think Nacho's the leading it as of today. I think. I could be wrong, but he looks like he's the leading candidate.
But having Dex on the field is a huge, huge difference. I mean, guys,
Absolutely.
he's a 99 in Madden.
And he gets the double teams. They double team him.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
That's
So,
an
like,
X
a lot
factor.
of guys,
That's a true X factor.
you're gonna have a lot of dudes one-on-one at a lot of times this year. You know what I mean? Where
You have a lot of very good pass rushers one-on-one.
With all these guys, Thibodeau should be the one that gets the sacks, though. Because he would be going against the weakest dude on that line. That motherfucker bet, and he's on a contract here, which we're probably not gonna pay him. We're not gonna pay him.
That's all right. We'll bring in Parsons. We'll let him go.
But I'm gonna look at Thibodeau. Like I think Thibodeau's the one that should be the one that's gonna be free up with the weakness on the other side. They should dominate really bad lines and do well and do like solid.
And hold their own against like the good ones.
Yeah, like just hold your own or whatever against good lines, but against the weaker lines, and there's a lot of weak lines in this league. You should dominate. You should get after it. Make those quarterbacks scramble left and right. You know what I mean? That's what I want to see out of this defense. That's it. Yep. Maybe you could get a turnover, force some things there, and hopefully the run defense really works out. It sucks that the D tackle position after Dexter is so thin.
Oh, listen, we drafted a rookie in the third round to try to fill that spot.
They said
we're
he
doing
sucks.
things to work that next guy in. I mean, no one. I mean, listen, if you even want to say like the Eagles, like there's no way all 5 of those guys are all fucking Pro Bowlers. You know what I'm trying to say? It's the other guys pick up the other one that's the weaker link. You know what I mean? And that makes him stronger because you got to worry about all these guys.
Did you watch that Super Bowl game? Did you see that Super Bowl game?
That was one time they fucking.
one time. They were taking turns on Mahomes. They were all taking turns.
All I know is I watched a little bit of that preseason game on Monday night just because I heard Burrow was playing and then Washington was going to play their starters and all this shit. Yeah, they ran 3 straight plays. They ran an end around with Debo. They ran up the seam on the running back, and then Jaden runs the ball in for a touchdown. Dude, that's it. So, literally, if we can't stop the fucking run, we're going to find out week 1. Because that's what it looks like Washington's getting ready to fucking do to us. You know what I mean? So put up a shut-up time with that kind of shit.
No doubt. So I guess we're going to Minnesota, right? For the Giants. Oh no, they don't play. We're gonna go to Minnesota to see the cheerleader, the male cheerleader, right, guys? Is that we're gonna plan a trip there? Yeah, I'm sure everybody's seen it on social media. Right? The little male cheerleader going. Come on, we're gonna go see him.
Want to know the best thing?
We gotta support him.
You know who Kevin Sorbo is?
Who's that?
The guy who played Hercules in that 90s show.
Channel 11.
Oh yeah.
Like Xena and Hercules.
Yeah.
He put on X. He said, I've been a fan of Minnesota my entire life. Now it's time for a new team on X.
Look, and
is that guy still working?
Right?
It's a little ridiculous.
I don't know. He's Hercules forever though.
My father used to watch that show.
I used to love that shit back in the day.
Listen, there's
I was like 7, 8.
Xena, the warrior princess.
There's male
Lucy
cheerleaders.
lost. And then she was hot back in the day, and then she got on Spartacus and was just hanging titty the whole time. It was great.
I know. I forgot. Yeah.
Jules, what were you saying? There are male cheerleaders in college, right? That are good.
Cheerleaders in college.
Yeah, they're men.
The NFL was bringing these guys in so that these cheerleaders, because most of the time they just fucking dance. They don't do shit else, right? In college, these guys are doing the fucking pyramid stands. They're flipping and shit. They're doing fucking cartwheels. But if you bring in that shit because you need a stronger man to fucking catch them and be like the back of the pyramid or whatever the fuck it is, like how it works.
Oh,
I'm all for it. But instead of hiring guys, I think that half the cheerleaders can probably beat the fuck up. Like, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're literally just hiring a fucking another cheerleader. Like, all right, cool. Let's keep it equality, baby. All right. Yeah. Like, I don't get it. Like, it's weird. I'm waiting for the all fucking male staff. Like, that's it. They'll come out like they did it fucking the longest yard.
He ain't throwing around those other girls, that's for sure. No doubt about it. But yeah, we'll have a nice little Minnesota vacation, boys. I'm sure. Anything else you want to talk about the Giants before we leave?
I would go if they made a public thing about firing them. Then I would go. I would actually invest money.
John will be out there protesting.
Yeah. If they fired him and be like, "No, we're going back to actually being fucking men," then I'll go there and support them.
Boy,
I got a
time
quick question though.
together.
Like, what more? Or what do you think? Listen, the game is literally less than 48 hours away, right? The last preseason game. It almost kind of means nothing. And then it's fucking a go fucking the following Sunday, with Washington. So, like, I don't know what's left. Is this just mainly a lot of guys just trying to fucking make the team? We're gonna see a lot of Winston and Tommy DeVito at quarterback, and
I think
maybe
so.
not even Dart. Maybe he starts for a quarter or something. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, what do you want to see in this last game on Thursday?
It's usually garbage, John.
Yeah, right?
I honestly, you think I'm crazy? I want to see a quarter by most of the really healthy starters. I don't like the idea of having 2 weeks of not playing, or 3 weeks really of not playing football. I don't want you to go out week one and ruin the momentum that you've created, and even in the short amount of plays that you guys have been on the field, not playing, the starters not playing, and then having off, and then I want them as polished as you can humanly be. I'm over the whole fucking the starters don't play in the preseason. September turns into a long preseason. I'm good with that shit. There's 18 games. I want to fucking or 17 games. I want to see 17 good fucking games. Let's play.
I agree with John. This whole idea of this culture now where players don't play because they might get hurt. You could get hurt, walking down the street. I don't understand this idea of like putting these guys in a vacuum seal until the game means something. The Giants have a history of not coming out of the gate. They sputter coming out. They're always so slow. We won Super Bowls and we were 0-2, 0-2, 0-2. It's like
Oh,
no,
two and down in game three.
and we're in the end of September. We're like, all right, season's over. It's a wrap. It's like, no, I agree. I would love to see get Wilson, get the ones out there. The best way you could get ready for week one against Washington is reps. Get reps. Reason why college kids don't do so well in the NFL anymore is because they don't have enough reps. They're coming out early. I hope Archie Manning stays a whole nother year, makes everybody wait a whole nother year. I like just why is everybody just such in a rush? Like, I get it. It's money. It's this. It's that. Yo, just chill out. Dart should get a lot of the reps, and I should see Russell Wilson. I think they know what they got in Winston, so they'll leave him. They should leave him be. And DeVito, I don't know. I think as much, I love DeVito. I love the whole story behind DeVito, but he's the odd man out, and they're gonna cut him, and he will be picked up.
Practice squad.
He will be, yeah, but he's gonna get picked up. Watch the Philadelphia Eagles pick him up. Hurts will be hurt. We're playing them somehow to get into to the wild card, and it's gonna be DeVito that's gonna throw 15 touchdowns on us in that game, and we're like, oh man, they
It's
took
gonna be
DeVito.
like this. Hey,
This is how Philly.
What
This is
happened?
what the Philadelphia Eagles do to us. They stick it to us in every way, and nobody says anything. It's
Well,
like
Ojulari had a nice sack over the weekend.
I did. I see.
he's gonna be a sack king. Watch.
Yeah, he's
Gonna
gonna have
be
fucking. It's gonna be like Leonard Floyd and shit. Yeah, like
he's gonna be huge for them, and he's gonna be healthy. They'll keep him.
Yeah,
fresh.
that's the thing. He'll somehow play fucking 16 games for them this year.
No
Yeah.
doubt about it.
He'll be full goal for the playoffs. Like, it'll just be like, oh, fuck
Did
yourself.
Philly,
asshole.
did Philly lose any of their coordinators or anything? Did they lose any guys?
Wasn't Kellen Winslow? Not Kellen Winslow. Kellen Moore, their offensive coordinator last year. And now he's the head coach in fucking New Orleans. Pretty sure.
And then who's their defensive
They
coordinator?
lost their offensive coordinator.
It's
for
Big
sure.
Fangio, right? Fangio's still there, right?
I believe so.
Oh, that's gonna be a problem. That's a problem because he's good.
Bro, just
Why
be
you-
fucking better. Just
That's
be
it.
fucking better. You're getting paid millions. Be fucking better. Win some
just-
fucking games.
I hope
Yo,
so.
go out
I
and
hope
beat
he-
Washington. down.
That's
Yo,
what we
Don't
want.
send Washington to beat Dallas. You know what I'm
We
saying?
like Shane Bowen.
Really.
Does this chat room like Shane Bowen?
I like
He
everybody.
sucks.
Anybody who puts W's on the schedule. I don't give a fuck what their name is. I don't care at all. It could be Barack Obama. It could be Mike, fucking Big Mike. I don't give a fuck who it is.
Big
I don't
gay
care.
Mike.
Just fucking win ball games. That's all that matters.
Magic
fucking
Mike.
win.
Magic Mike.
Take
Yo,
your
it could be
thumb,
that cheerleader from
put it in your
Minnesota.
mouth. Jules, this is what you have to do. Take your thumb, put it in your mouth, blow real, blow real hard, and see if that'll turn your fucking vagina.
We're gonna get that cheerleader out here, bro. Fuck that.
It's crazy.
Giants don't have cheerleaders. Giants don't do cheerleaders.
I understand. We're just gonna borrow for this segment.
Yeah, we should honestly do cheerleaders. We don't deserve to be a team that doesn't have cheerleaders. You need to fucking win games to have bravado like that.
I go right to the strip club. I get about 10 of them and be like, "Yeah, you're hired for the game." I mean, what else
straight
you need?
replacement
I don't
status.
care what they don't have to be organized. Just throw your hands up in the air and jump around. You know,
Listen,
that's all that
he's
matters.
got the best talent that he's ever had. I think, at least definitely with the Giants.
Oh, no doubt.
So if he doesn't, then that's it. He's not ready. You know, he's not ready to be a head guy.
Yeah, it's
If
make
he,
or break.
If he shines, then he shines. We'll see. Give him a chance. I don't know yet. I don't think the verdict is in for him yet. You know, I am a little bit tired of seeing guys like Brian Burns drop back in coverage. That shit annoys the fuck out of me.
Me too.
You know what? At least if you're gonna do that with Carter. I think he's better at doing that. And then at least they'll have Tibbs and and Burns rushing the football. You know, like you could do something like that if I see that kind of a package. Okay, you know, mix and match. You know, you want to like disguise blitzes, sure. But I really don't want to see fucking Tibbs in the fucking flat anymore. Like that.
It just sometimes it works out that way. If they go to the side, right? If they run that, you know, the motion guy to his side, then sometimes I guess it'll happen. I don't know, man. They got to figure it out. He's got a job to do.
Should we,
He's got to put these guys in the right position.
Should we make a prediction on who?
14-3.
Well, no, not that.
Oh, okay.
Should we make a prediction on who's going to be
next week, Trader?
Okay.
Starting second corner? Is it going to be Banks or is it going to be Flott?
Banks. It's going to be Banks. Banks.
It's going to be Banks.
Yeah.
I'm going Flott.
I think it's Banks week. I think it's Banks week one.
As long as he's healthy.
If like Terry McLaurin signs and like Debo or somebody torches him, then especially if he gets torched by fucking Debo week one, then we're probably gonna see his ass come out quick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if he gets beat by Terry, that's one thing. I don't want to see that, but that's one thing. But if Debo ends up beating him, forget it, bro.
Yeah. Have you guys heard that they're gonna have the corners play their own zones?
Well, you were saying that last week.
That's what you were saying.
Yeah, that's what I heard that on a tweet. I don't know how true it is though.
I heard it here on the BBONYG podcast by Vinny last week.
Like and subscribe.
I was just seeing if you guys heard that. I don't know.
I haven't heard it yet, so I don't know. We'll see. We're gonna see week one with how these guys go.
You know what? Maybe that's a package for certain downs. You know what I mean? Maybe on first down they do something like that with first and second down. You know what I mean? Then on passing downs they line up. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, we can't be that predictable on fucking. We need a defensive coordinator who's gonna change it up like Spags used to do. I want that NASCAR package. That's what I really want to see. But we got to get him into third and long. We got to stop that run.
Yeah, get him third and long. You're right.
Yep. You know, you're right. Listen, the fact that we're not supposed to be showing everything because it's preseason, right? So, you know, you just kind of show a lot of vanilla packages and whatnot. And the Giants have back-to-back weeks of over 30 fucking points scored from scored. That's impressive, dude. I don't give a fuck. I mean, look, we might average 15 points a game the rest of the year, but I'm just saying, like, it's still impressive. So with the defense, I think they're holding a lot back too. I think they just come in with like a lot of just vanilla pass rush, vanilla this, vanilla, real simple shit. And hopefully we crank that shit up for week one because we're going to have to.
And also with all this Jackson Dart talk or whatever, and it's deserved, Russell Wilson has had a great camp and an even more impressive preseason. Russell Wilson, did you see that moonshot? The guy still got a live arm, man.
Yeah, I know.
I like Russell Wilson, man. I'm hoping if it goes bad these first 2 weeks, that dude is gonna meet New York. You know, he was at those Knicks games in the playoffs with his sunglasses on.
Oh yeah, ridiculous.
Taking it all in, and it's like now you gotta play, man. And you've done well so far, and you got Jackson Dart, who's become a media darling already. And Dable loves. Have you guys noticed how Dable celebrates when Jackson Dart does something? Oh my god. Good? It's like Dable's gonna live and die with Jackson Dart.
He fucking knows,
dude. He looks like the Minnesota cheerleader.
But
crazy.
But Wilson is gonna be motivated for his next contract.
Oh
Wilson he knows he's a hired gun. He knows that the future is in this kid. But he's like, yo, I'm not done yet. Maybe I could get this team to go, somewhere. Maybe I could get myself to another place.
He probably looks at it right now that if I take this fucking team that was in the trash heap and I can drag them to the playoffs somehow, some way, just get in, or at least be competing to be in the playoffs in week 18. If that's what happens, he knows he's getting signed somewhere else. It's not going to be with us because we have our guy. Well, we hope we have our guy, but we have a guy that we're going to be playing next year for sure. So he's like, I got an audition. If I take this 4-win team and I turn them into a fucking 10-win, 11-win team, and they can go to the playoffs out of nowhere, I'm getting a fucking $50 million contract.
All they got to do is protect him. If that
Thomas, baby.
If that pocket is clean, John, I think we'll see a lot of good Russell Wilson. If that pocket's not clean,
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I don't even think he has to do all that. I think if he just keeps us around 500 all season, you know what I mean? If we're literally
that's
like 6 and
how you
6,
get the
6 and 6
playoffs.
in 12 weeks, something like that, bro. Like that's the type of shit you're gonna want to see out of this team.
Just average 20 points.
We're 5.5 with Vegas, but like there's so much shit going out. USA Today and on PFF also, they got us at 2 fucking wins for the year. You know what I'm trying to say? So if you keep us at 500 all season, dude, that's a fucking accomplishment in itself.
Yeah, everyone will be happy, and that's the easiest way to keep the fans that are going to be clamoring for Jackson Dart at bay. If they're winning games, they will not be asking for Jackson Dart. They're going to be celebrating Russ.
Yeah,
and that's just the best thing for every single person, obviously involved.
I think everybody on this team is motivated for whatever reason. They're all
real hard.
Yeah, and then you know what? Like I think kind of like what Jules was saying. I think we just want some meaningful games in December.
Please, God,
Like,
I want to have a good Christmas.
Card.
I want to have a good Thanksgiving.
Listen,
we're not playing.
Outlast the Yankees.
I keep saying
let the Yankees be in the offseason before you are.
I keep saying it, but like, yes, they looked pretty impressive last night. Last night, Washington. They looked all right. They looked decent.
They did.
But like, I still feel like, yes, they're gonna get the electricity. The crowd was into that fucking bullshit preseason game like I haven't heard in a while. It's going to be fucking loud. It's going to be a fucking busy game for them on that fucking game. But it's a 1 o'clock game. Yo, like I said, I doubt that they play any of their fucking starters and get in their game 3. So literally we were talking about repetition and coming out slow and all this kind of shit. They're talking about trading Brian Robinson. Terry McLaurin's still not in camp. Yo, Daniels might go the whole preseason without throwing a pass in a live game. Like, come on, bro. Like, seriously? Like, yo, if there's ever a game that we could jump and pull an upset, this is it. This is the game. It's coming up in week 1, right? And if you do that, look, fuck Dallas too, okay? With all this hype, they bought in George Pickens. First of all, any of you guys taking George Pickens in a fantasy draft in round 6 or 7 when he's supposedly going? Bust! He's going to fucking bust. The guy sucked last year when he was supposed to be wide receiver 1 in Pittsburgh.
He's gone.
He is not that good. He had everybody thought he was so hyped coming out of Georgia. Bro, he ain't shit. He's a big dude. He's physical and athletic, but he ain't putting the fucking tools together.
I disagree.
Enough.
I disagree. And in that running game, I think he's gonna be a problem.
Pickens is gonna be a bust. You heard it here. He is going to bust. He sucks. I'm so tired of hearing that guy's name. But
I don't like the guy's attitude. I think he
had his chance to be Alpha 1 last year in Pittsburgh. And what did he do? He had 67 catches for like 900 yards. What, you gonna blame the quarterbacks now? It's always everyone else's fucking fault.
Well, he got hurt. I know he got hurt down the stretch.
That's the
Russell
point,
Wilson
though.
wasn't the same.
That's the point, man.
He never lived up to the hype. Pickens.
And he doesn't like being wide receiver 2. And now he's going to be wide receiver 2 to CeeDee Lamb. And they still have Ferguson there, who's finally healthy and in camp. We don't know what's going on with Dak. He's been having issues. Listen, I'm telling you right now, you could jump on this division 2-0. I'm not saying that they're not going to fix it. They're not going to fucking win 10 games each or whatever like that. But like, yo, weeks 1 and 2, see what I've been seeing going on all off season and preseason. But it's right there for the taking. It's right there for the
I'll be happy if they come out of it 1-1. Take 1, lose 1. Yo, dude, we're a bad team. We're a bad team, and they have yet to show us.
We were.
Yeah, like we got to see it first. We got to see it all come together. There's a lot of new faces. Dabo's got a lot to prove, man. He said he wanted Jackson Dart. Shane got it for him. Shane somehow did his job and got him Jackson Dart. He got him a cornerback 1. He got him
another safety.
Like, he made Bowen happy. Like, now it's time for the coaches to put this shit together. It's like put up or shut up. It's like get out there and like you said, it's a tough test, but Washington's gonna be tough. That's gonna be a tough one. You know what I mean? Yeah. And Dallas, it's in Dallas. Dallas has had our number for 10 years running now. Dak. I know,
man.
We
always play good in Dallas, Vin. Right?
Yeah. When we had Eli Manning. What are you talking about, trainer?
No, we played good with like on Thanksgiving in Dallas with a bullshit quarterback. You know what I mean? We were.
Was that the game where the thug we had 20 catches and then started swinging punches?
No, that was one of them. That was one of them. But
we've had a couple of decent ones.
Yeah, we had it in Dallas for some reason. We always played kind of decent.
But this team doesn't know how to close these games and win. We have to see it. We
need to see it.
I can't go on this hope like, oh, we're gonna come out. 2-0. I love the energy, Jules, but I can't be on board until I see it.
Ben.
For all I know, Abdul Carter could be a fucking bust.
Oh my
Oh,
God!
oh,
He's a sure thing.
Stop the clock.
What were you guys saying with Kayvon Thibodeau? Thibodeau is
Huh?
taking the league over. He's better than Chase
Oh.
Young. You guys were talking big
Oh.
dog.
We got a
Kayvon
mute button in
Thibodeau.
here.
We
Ben.
weren't.
Yeah, you guys were talking Kayvon. Now you're talking about Kayvon. We could scrap him. He ain't
Ben,
shit.
there's a few weeks a year that you can actually have
Excitement.
blissful ignorance and hope.
That's what I'm saying.
I have that every week,
Let's just
son.
enjoy it while it lasts. It's right
I have
now.
it every week.
That's it.
I just don't want to set myself up for and the big letdown.
What else is there to being a sports
I gotta
fan?
be guarded. I gotta be guarded. I gotta be like, nah.
Yeah, but you don't get emotion. You don't get your emotions involved if you're just saying, "Oh, I knew you were gonna suck." It's God damn it, you fucking.
I saw
suck.
this
That's
coming.
my
Why
side.
did you have to
That's the way
suck for it?
Yeah, that's the way to do
I
it.
knew we weren't going to stop the ride. Fucking Carmen.
It's the heartbreak that builds the bond with the team. That's what it is.
Yeah,
That's
right.
why me and Mike lived and died with Daniel Jones and Saquon Barkley. Is our heart was in it.
You're right.
We let ourselves be vulnerable.
Yeah, I opened up. I opened up more in that relationship than I did in my real life relationship.
Keep laughing, right? Daniel Jones is in the league how many years now? 6, 7?
There's sevens.
Yeah.
7. So he started 6 straight years.
God bless him. And he
Throwing
got
that shit
paid.
out there,
And he
right?
got paid.
Yeah, and he got paid. All right.
Like, yo, at the end of the day, that dude had a decent career already.
He should be kissing his agent.
The average is 3.5 years, 4 years is the average.
But how many guys are like that? Like Matt Flynn had that one crazy game. Boom, that guy stuck around with a Seattle job that he lost to a rookie named Russell Wilson. Look at that.
Right.
You know
That's
what I mean?
right.
So it's like amazing how about that guy Glennon? Mike Glennon, who he was our backup. That guy was traveling from team to team.
Big neck Glennon.
Yeah, he was huge.
Yeah, yes, the Brontosaurus bones.
And
That
then
was he's seen up every defense. He could see up everywhere. How can you not pass the ball? Like
so I had this argument with Malarzik last night. I'm like, yo,
Yes,
we cut DeVito. DeVito's gonna. I think, and maybe I'm blinded by my bias towards the Giants, but
he'll be back up.
I think DeVito's a quarterback 2 in this league.
I think so too.
I think he's a quarterback 2. Mike was saying no, he's a quarterback 3. He was like, no way.
There's no such thing anymore in the NFL
I
as
can see
quarterback
him
3.
possibly getting a shot somewhere as a backup. A shot. And then if he performs, he's good.
You don't
But,
think
like,
he's better than like Heineke or Howell or
But like, no, but you got to look like who are really like professional backups? Gardner
Trubisky.
Minshew. Gardner Minshew's a
Trubisky.
professional backup. Trubisky,
Richardson,
Winston, right?
Mariota.
He's a professional backups. I don't know if he's on that level just yet. He might get a shot to see it.
You don't have the reps like those dudes have.
Who?
Guys had shots
Tommy the Chicken Cutlet DeVito.
over like Mariota.
It's like, look, you got to understand, like in this league,
Kid
there's
sells merch,
professional
bro. That's all
backups.
that
Like that
matters.
kid, the guy Mullins that was on. I think Mullins is on Minnesota now.
yes,
Right? Like
was
he's
San Fran,
another one.
right?
Like like the guy's been in the league forever. Tyrod Taylor. He had his start. He had a couple good seasons.
older guy,
And now he's a fucking professional. I think Teddy Bridgewater is still in the league.
yes.
These guys
Yeah,
are
he
like
is.
the professional backups. This is what you want to see DeVito like maybe make, possibly. I don't know if he's there just yet, but yeah, maybe. I could see something like that. Like, I mean, you know, he could definitely end up in Cleveland. They got like 17 quarterbacks.
Hey, Flacco is the starter.
Right.
Did you guys see that?
Yeah.
That's what we said. We said last week.
Yep.
Starter.
I was like, Flacco gonna get it.
That's ridiculous. Flacco's the starter, and then fucking Kenny Pickett's the second string, and then their fourth round or whatever fuck round they pick, Gabriel is fucking the third string, and then fucking Sanders is the last string quarterback.
People on Twitter were saying that Cleveland's racist. It's ridiculous, man. Yeah,
Yo,
people are
that's
crazy. People just look for
They
something.
drafted him.
Like Sanders was like 8th round pick. Like, stop.
It has nothing to do with the fact that they took a running back in the second round. I think they took. Did they take Gabriel like in the third round? If I'm
Was it
mistaken,
the
or was
third
it the fourth?
or fourth?
It was pretty high because they took the kid Sampson. They took another running back in the fourth round. Then they took another quarterback in the fifth round. So literally, in the first 5 rounds of the draft, they took 2 running backs and 2 quarterbers. Maybe that's the issue with Cleveland.
Maybe.
Who did they take in the first round? Who did they take in the first round?
I don't know. Did they even have a first round pick?
Did they go defense?
Didn't they give it up?
I feel like they might have. But
Was it the Jaguars? No.
I feel like
They traded with the Jags. They traded the Jags.
Yeah,
right?
they traded back down. Didn't they get like
back.
We wrapping.
Who they pick in the first round? Did they get a first rounder?
Didn't they get Mason Graham?
That's the tackle. No, didn't he go to? He went somewhere else. Hold on.
I thought Mason Graham got drafted. Like because they did. Vin was right. They went back.
They had the Travis Hunter pick and they traded back.
Yeah, they traded back at it. I thought Cleveland was going to get Hunter, and then they pulled the last minute and they traded with Jacksonville, which is crazy.
And Jacksonville goes and picks Hunter. No, Hunter's on Jacksonville.
Oh yeah, Mason Graham. All right, that's the defensive tackle.
I haven't heard.
I was thinking about the guy that the Patriots drafted.
I haven't heard much about Mason Graham at all. Have you,
dude? Like there was all I heard about him was earlier in the summer that he looked a little slow, looked a little sluggish. Like he didn't look like he was living up to being that number 5 overall pick and shit.
Yeah,
I don't know what's happened since. I don't really follow Cleveland like that. It's hard to. But yeah, no. At first, I thought we were talking about Will Campbell at first because they got a good tackle in Will Campbell. New England did, and that they literally Will Campbell went right before. But yeah, all right. So they boosted up their offensive line or defensive line. They didn't even touch the offensive line. They boosted up the defensive line with Mason Graham, but then they literally took with their next picks 2 quarterbacks and 2 running backs.
That's why they always suck. That's why Cleveland will always suck. Teams just do dumb stuff, and that's them.
It's like that doesn't make any sense. Like, why would you do something like that?
They gave up on Baker Mayfield. You know what I mean? Just, you had some guy. Now he's lighting it up in Tampa. Like, I would draft Baker Mayfield in fantasy, but listen, I got to get out of here and
round 6 or later.
Fantasy homework right now before I go to bed. So, Jules, you want to wrap it up?
Yeah, listen. So, any other last comments, guys?
I'm good.
All right, I'm going to take that
Giants.
as a no.
Blow hard on your thumb. It'll pop your vagina back out to a form of testicles. Fucking win some games.
That's it. All right.
John's
we fucking blow one of this shit out of this season. All right. And Vince, stay optimistic, huh? All right. Like we're still 0-0 and 2-0.
You say I'm pessimistic. I say I'm realistic. All right. Just
optimism.
Realism up in
optimism out of you. Okay. Optimistic, Vin.
So Daniel Jones.
Right?
Vin got a Pickett jersey on, right? Not Kenny Pickett. What's the other guy's Dallas wide receiver we're talking about?
George Pickens.
He's got a George Pickens jersey on.
I don't like the guy's attitude. I think he ruined Pittsburgh's season last year. I just think you guys are crazy that he's not going to.
Hold on. So I'm glad you just brought that up. So he ruined Pittsburgh, right? Dallas is already hanging by a fucking thread with their locker room, okay?
I agree.
They're going to bring in this type of a player. And the problem I think that Dallas has been doing, and part of the reason why they haven't actually gotten further than what they've done in the playoffs or anything else, is that they still keep trying to run shit like it was the 90s, where they could bring in these troublemakers, where Jerry Jones was fucking, 30 years younger and fucking a younger dude. You know what I mean?
Jerry Jones picked a weak-ass coach.
And then you go and do that type of shit, right? Like, you're talking about the days when they had, like, fucking guys there that took no shit. Jimmy Johnson didn't take no motherfucking shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, Parcells, even Switzer was fucking a no-nonsense guy, These dudes were hard-nosed coaches, so when you brought in those kind of idiots into the fucking locker room, they knew how to handle that shit. You know what I mean?
And I'm hoping Dallas implodes. I hope, but
let's hope for that.
Let's hope that the fucking offensive line is is in the top 20. All right. Let's hope that everybody fucking stays healthy. We get fucking Andrew Thomas back on the field. Russ fucking has a good solid season, and that fucking we know how to throw together this defense, and this defensive front becomes what we think it could fucking be. PFF, who I fucking hate, has us ranked number 3. Let's fucking live up to that at least. All right. Number 3 defensive line in fucking football. You can go Google that shit if you like. All right. And PFF, they're fucking bunch of putzes anyway, but that's what they're saying. So there we go. All right. So with all that in mind, we got a last warm-up game on Thursday. I know a lot of the guys here want to see at least some plays, maybe one drive out of Russ, maybe a quarter or 2 out of fucking Dart, maybe get neighbors out there to catch a pass. You know what I'm saying? Like real easy shit. That nothing crazy happens to them or anything like that. Maybe have that defensive line out there for the first quarter, that kind of shit, just to kind of keep that rhythm going, keep this momentum going. And maybe we throw up a 30 spot on the fucking Patriots. Who knows? But it doesn't matter because guess what? Once this fucking game passes, we'll be back on here next week and we'll be getting ready for week 1 against fucking Washington. Bring it, bitches. Fuck Jaden Daniels. We out.
Let's go blue.
Peace.
Go blue.